day 12 of my 20-day water fast. You may notice that I'm back in my arm sling, and last night had an unfortunate discovery. As I was walking my mom outside, and literally just a few steps, just down some steps, she had one arm on my arm, and then she slipped, and then basically caught on my arm. All of her body weight just went boom, yanked on my left arm. Normally I can handle it, but I just have a freshly healing collarbone. And immediately I just felt like a sharp pain in my shoulder. I was able to, she was okay. I slowed her down, but I couldn't hold her fully with my, this arm, But so I was able to pick her back, lift her back up with my other arm and stuff. But unfortunately, when I checked late last night when I was sleeping, laying down to sleep and just kind of playing with my, just feeling around, I then noticed that the two ends of the broken collarbone were once again moving again. So that was very disconcerting, feeling the two moving bones, because I was like, oh man, it had set already. And so that really sucks. Part of why it sucks is that part of the whole plan was to doing this fast was to see how fast I can heal my bones. And here I am on day 12 when it should be well on its way to healing. It's like, it's back basically day 1 again. Which just, geez, man, I don't know. So I'm not sure what to say now about this. This just sucks. So I just put myself back in the sling and did my best to realign the bones, and I just immobilize my arm, and then just pray it just reattaches as quickly as possible, seats as quickly as possible, so that I can get myself out of this sling again as soon as possible. Anyways, okay, well, that's a ramble, but so that kind of just sucks, threw things off. I went to bed at like 1 a.m. and then just woke up at 6:30 in the morning. I'm just woke up at 6:30 in the morning, just automatically, not even an alarm. I think I had like a 7:15 a.m. alarm, and I just woke up at 6:30. So I was like, okay. So 1 a.m. to 6:30, that's 5.5 hours. And again, this was waking up without an alarm. I just woke up. So my body's definitely operating in that like lower energy needs, or lower sleep needs. pH this morning was still 6. Weight stalled out today at 191.7, which is almost identical to yesterday's 191.8. So, but I'm not surprised about that, because I had a few like major drops. So, I expect that occasionally it might plateau for a day or two before then continuing. Water pH was 94, TDS 107, EC 214. Okay, here's one change, one adjustment that I made, and part of it is in response to this happening. All of this happening. I was looking closer at, comparing the different forms of fasting, the water fasting, um, bone broth fasting, and then dry fasting. And, it seemed to be that dry fasting, can accelerate some healing. So in the spirit of getting like a little bit of a boost to try to get back on track, to get this initially set so that it just at least is not moving anymore. I decided to basically don't drink water for a day, to allow more focus on just healing, and just see what happens. And also see, I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what is that experience like. But my plan is to just do it for a day. The last time I drank water, I think, was around 11 a.m. today. So my plan is to not drink until 11 a.m. tomorrow. But total today, water that I drank up until 11 was maybe half a liter. Yeah, half a liter, and that was it. And I stopped. So half a liter compared to the over 3 liters a day like I usually been doing. And then only went to the bathroom like twice today. First thing in the morning, and then after, like a little late after I drank that half a liter, and I didn't go to the bathroom after that. So let's see. In response to this, I'm definitely it's a little more drier mouth, but I noticed I kind of acclimated to it after a few hours. Initially was kind of feeling more thirsty, and then it just kind of became like mildly dry mouth, but not like super thirsty dry mouth. And what else? I noticed like a little change in how my head feels. A little bit more, a little more buzzier sensation. Almost like a tinge of brain foggish, but it's very mild. It kind of was like kind of there, kind of went away. Again today, I've been noticing a lot more activity in my upper back. Like, I definitely was noticing some definitely some tightness and like throbbing in my upper back, in the muscles. There's definitely something getting processed back there. What else? I think those are the main things. What else? So energy, like I said, was overall felt decent, but not drinking water for most of the day. I feel a little more lightheaded. I think maybe that's a way of putting it. Yeah, there's never so like lightheadedness feel. But I'm keeping my bottle of water next to my bed just in case if I suddenly feel the urge. But I'm not too worried. I mean, it's only one day, and I'm only day 12 into this fast, so I think I'm not in any close to any kind of danger zone at all. So, so this kind of skews. Anyway, back to this. This just kind of skews the results. So it kind of sucks. shit, it may have to be a do-over, you know. I may have to like basically be like, gonna have to go. Well, maybe in this case, maybe I'm gonna have to do a 30. You know, maybe I have to push this thing to 30 days then at least. Yeah, or 32 days or something like that. You know, if I'm essentially starting over again, starting today. You know, like. All right, well, you know, got to take it as it comes, right? But I'm going to be way more careful about what I allow on this arm, you know, and so I forgot how fragile it still was, you know, because it was still very early in the healing process. And I got a little too cocky, and cocky's not the word. I don't know if I want to use that. It's like, yeah, careless. It was just like, oh, you know, it's feeling almost fine, you know, and it doesn't feel that sore anymore. And, you know, it's kind of like almost starting to act like back to normal again. And I was not in the place to do that. So that was a big, yeah, if anything, this was like a big like wake up call for me about just being careless over things, you know, something that has a high risk potential, and then just being careless about it. So yeah, man, because I basically just like lost 2 weeks, you know. Yeah, it's basically 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Yeah, 23rd. Yeah, over 2 weeks. Yeah, over 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks, I basically lost. Over 2 weeks of healing time, I basically lost. Which I'm just like, oh, God. Lost over 2 weeks. Shoot. So much for getting healed a lot faster, you know. Healed a lot faster, you know. That's funny. Of course, fast is in it. But ironically, I'm trying to do it faster, and I just tried to do something faster, which resulted in, you know, taking a chance that was unnecessary, and then resulted in screwing me up. So, damn it. All right, well, yeah. So that's where we're at, and I'm just like, well, that's just the reality of it right now. That's the situation. I just got to deal with it. You know, I can't change it. So, yeah, it's about midnight right now. Tomorrow, and so tomorrow is lucky day number 13. So I'm just praying that this thing at least partially holds. So at least some adhesion happens. You know, that this doing this dry fast. You know, doing it one day of dry fast in the middle of my water fast will help to kind of just give it boost, you know, a boost to like at least get the ends of the bones to at least adhere enough so they're not like moving when I move a little bit, you know, because that's what was happening earlier today. Like I just moved certain ways, then I could feel the two bones just go sliding like tectonic plates, like which is a very disconcerting feeling moving bones underneath my skin, you know, broken bones moving on the skin. I'm like, well, you know, it's a new experience for me. Like I haven't had that many I've only previously broken my leg when I was like 6, and then like cracked some ribs. Those are kind of hard, you know, to tell. And then it just hurts. But this was like the first time I've ever experienced actually feeling my bones like broken and like moving under my skin, and I could feel them both in the skin as well as feel them on my fingertips, and it was both interesting and disconcerting. I'm like, that's my inner structure that is like literally broken. Like, wow, like that's broken. Part of me is actually broken, you know, and I can't function without this, with this thing being wrong. So I think there's also, you know, this whole experience, I would say, is also giving me a whole new appreciation of both my hands, having both full mobility of both my arms and hands, and being able to walk and everything. Like, yeah, so maybe it's like, maybe sometimes life just like throws you a curveball, trips you up, just to slow you down enough so you stop and regain perspective and appreciation, you know. Sometimes we're moving so fast all the time, you know, we don't stop to see how amazing things are, how amazing we are, you know, how amazing our abilities are, how miraculous our bodies are, you know. So yeah, so you know, in that regard, you know, I have a renewed sense of appreciation for this whole experience. You know, it's helping to illuminate some things that I didn't see before. You know, and it's slowing me down, and actually I'm because I'm forced to slow down right now. I'm now doing things that I normally wouldn't have been spending time on, you know, and doing some reading and researching on things that maybe I would have done, but I don't think I would have been, if I wasn't actively doing this like this. Because of this, I probably wouldn't have discovered half the new interesting insights that I discovered just recently. So, which is like profound, like, you know, paradigm shifting things that I've been finding and researching and discovering. So in that sense, I'm like, I'm not sure if I would have found those things had this not happened. So, you know, maybe this, I'm just going to take this as it was a blessing in disguise, you know? So, yep. All right. I think I'm in my tired rambling state now. So, I think it's time to just, end it and get to sleep, and because I know my body's probably gonna just wake me up at 6:30 in the morning again. So I want to try to at least get 5 or 6 hours of sleep, you know, before my body says, okay, time to get up again. Which is definitely another interesting thing to be experiencing, you know, again, of just like, oh yeah, this less sleep needing, you know, just being alert and awake or first thing in the morning, you know, automatically, no alarm clock required. So that's definitely quite an interesting change, but it's also a welcome one too. So, all right, on to day 13. All right, till tomorrow. Bye.